Hi, I'm Dick Eit, Bites by Eit, a boutique catering company based in Atlanta, Georgia. We travel up and down the eastern seaboard, New York, Connecticut, Nantucket, down to Florida, Tennessee, and this May we're going out to Colorado Springs for a wedding. So our clients move us around wherever they want. We'll show up. One of the items we'll do, if they typically have the beef, but they want the chicken, and chicken can be a little bit dull and boring. So what we're going to do now is a Tuscan chicken. So it's a chicken breast, it's filleted in half, butterflied, and we'll have some tomatoes, some spinach, some cream cheese, and some pepperoni cheese with it to make the sauce. So it's a simple dish. This will make between 2 and 4 people. It's 2 chicken breasts, you cut it in half. It depends on how hungry they are, but it's somewhere in that ballpark. It's a fun little item. It looks great on the plate, having the tri-colored cherry tomatoes. I think are nice, and they're super sweet and yummy. And adding the cream cheese, we had roasted up some garlic in a previous show, and so that's just ready to go in there too. So it's a fun, easy dish. You can make the sauce at the last minute. You can cook the chicken in less than 5 minutes. So it's a quick and simple meal to make at home or for a dinner party. You can always just increase the amount of chicken breasts. You could cook that off ahead of time, and once you put the sauce on it, then it'll be back up to temperature, and you're good to go. So let's get moving. So some nice chicken breasts. I will cut them in half just so it cooks a little faster, more evenly, and it also reduces the portion size down. And you can see it's about the same thickness. It's maybe a ½ an inch or so thick, and so it should cook at about the same time. I have a second one which I think we can put in the pan. I don't know if I can cut this one in half. What I will do is, you could always pound it down some to get more of a even thickness to it, but it's about the same. So if it was a bigger chicken breast like this one was, so we'll get 3 portions out of this. Let's get the temperature up. I'll turn up to a medium high or so. We'll a little salt and pepper, and while that's cooking, then we'll do the sauce. So it will take maybe 3-4 minutes aside to cook, and with a good heat we should get some a nice little crust on there. So I'll turn up one more notch. This is 1 out of 10, and I'll have it at 7, so 3/4 of the way up. The tomatoes I'll cut in half just to let some of the juices open up while we're waiting for the pan to get hot. I think you could leave it whole, but I like it when you get some of the juice of the tomatoes to spill out into the sauce. Also, if you bite down into it, if they're whole, they can sort of spurt all over the place, and that's no fun. So good color, good flavor. When and even when tomatoes are seasoned, I like these guys. Again, because of the color and the sweetness and the flavor. So I'll do 2 more. I've probably done 10 of these. And put some pepper on this side. And push it away from you so it doesn't splatter. There's 1. There's 2. I move it a little bit so it doesn't stick. and here's 3. Okay. I'm gonna wash my hands, I'm gonna clean up the cutting board, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay, so we have these chicken breasts in for 3 minutes tops. You can hear it sizzling, you can see around the edges. We have a nice little sear, some nice color on that. We'll flip it over. You can see that it's cooked about almost halfway through, probably 40% through on the one side. And we'll flip it over again. I mean, look at that color. Isn't that nice? And that's what you want. So that's the presentation side that we will have. I put it back in, move it around so it doesn't stick, and let it cook another couple minutes. We'll take it out, let it rest, and in the meantime we'll start on the sauce. So here are the tomatoes I did. This is on about half the level. We'll put those in. We'll put some spinach in for good color and healthiness. Get in there. And then we'll add a little bit of that garlic that we had, the roasted garlic. This will be nice. That's 2 cloves. That's enough. Don't want to overdo it. I'll add the cream, heavy cream to it. A little bit of salt. That's enough. Some pepper. And then later I'll add the cream cheese to it. I have a lot in there going on already. Okay. And we'll just get this up to temperature. The sauce will take 5 to 7 minutes to cook. I'll press down on the chicken breast, sort of like when you do a steak. You use your skin here, your thumb, and you press down on it without any tension. That's rare. And you make it firmer. That's medium rare to cooked all the way through. So I want it cooked all the way through. Plus I'll take it out, let it rest for a few minutes, and it'll continue to cook. Plus all the juices will come back into the meat, whether it's a steak or a chicken or a duck. Always let it rest. When I do a fillet, a whole beef tenderloin, I can let it rest for a half hour, 2 hours. So if I'm doing a large party and we're doing 20 tenderloins, I can cook those up, wrap it in a nice kitchen towel, tent it, and it continues to cook. And it comes out a beautiful ruby red. And when you cut it, none of the juices come out. It's all back in the meat. So it's very flavorful. You're not losing any of the juice to it. And it's quite yummy. So we'll touch this again. These are ready to come out. I'll get a paper towel to absorb. And again, great coloring on these breasts. And I can tell by touching it that it's cooked all the way through. So, great coloring, nice little pepper, nice brown searing, so it looks pretty good. Let's see how we're doing on our sauce here. I'm turning the heat up a little bit. Let me switch. Sort of like watching a pot of water. If you're watching it, it never boils. So there you go. This is the better stove here. So we'll let this cook, reduce down, and once that's in there, I'll add the cheeses, and then we can plate it up. Stay tuned. Here we go. Okay, so we took out the chicken breasts. They're resting. And the sauce, you can see some nice bubbles coming along, Great color with the various tomatoes, the spinach, the cream. Now, okay, it's a lot of cream, but per serving, it's probably an ounce or two of cream. It's less cream than you put in your coffee, so it's not that bad. But with that being said, we are going to add some cream cheese to it. So I'll add about 2 ounces of cream cheese. Well, maybe an ounce of cream cheese, because we're also adding the pepperoni cheese. So 2 ounces, not 4. And then we'll shave some of the pecorino in there. So a good 1.5 ounces of pecorino. Okay. We'll get this melted. Looks good. I'm going to add a little bit of butter, probably 2 tablespoons of butter. Again, so per each serving, again, this is enough sauce for at least 2 or 3 people, so it's not that much, but it sure tastes good. You know, for our clients, they want things that are fun and exciting and different, and that are colorful and that are yummy. So I give them what they like. So this sauce has been cooking for 5-6 minutes. The cheese and the butter has been melted for 2-3 minutes tops. I keep on stirring it. It's about the right consistency. It's I don't like a sauce that's too thick or too thin. Something in the middle, like the Three Bears. And another 15 seconds, this will be ready to come off the heat. I'll turn it off. Okay, now let's clean this up. For the plating of this, I will slice the chicken breasts, so it makes it a little bit easier to eat and cut. And for the sauce, what I like to do is I like to put the sauce in the bottom and not the sauce in the top, so they can see the main course. I don't like to cover it. Sometimes my clients like it on the side. That's fine. That's what they want. We can do that. Spread that one out. There's 2 chicken breasts. I fan it out a tad. And here's the 3rd one. So 3 portions. If you want, as a little extra garnish, we'll put a little bit more pecorino on there. And there you go. A beautiful Tuscan chicken for 3. I'm Dick Eit with Bites by Eit. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you for the next show. Enjoy.